Guess who's back? Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex, and on today's broadcast we will be looking at one of the most successful products in the world. Today we will examine how League of Legends took the world by storm. For the first part of the video, I will discuss the basics of the game and how it works for those who are unfamiliar with it and have never played before. If you have played League before, skip to this timestamp on screen to get to the meat of the video. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. League of Legends, often shortened to LOL or League, is a multiplayer online battle arena game, or MOBA, released in October 2009 by then small studio Riot Games. In 2011, Riot Games was acquired by Tencent, a massive Chinese technology company. In League, 10 players face each other in a 5v5 format to destroy the enemy nexus, this big crystal thing, in the other team's base. Players select their characters, called champions, at the start of a match, ban ones they do not like to play against, and they can also purchase items that will help defeat the enemy team once the game starts. As of 2025, there are over 145 champions, and there are 5 roles, one for each player, and they go as followed. Top is one of the more challenging roles in the game. Since it is an isolated area of the map compared to other parts, players are often left alone. The goal, depending on what champion a player chooses at the start of a match, is to either be a tank and absorb damage or overpower the enemy with copious amounts of damage. Examples of champions for this role include Darius and Irelia. Jungle. Now, this role plays differently compared to the others that will be mentioned here. The goal of the jungle is to secure powerful objectives such as the elemental dragons and Baron Nashor, monsters that give the team powerful abilities, and the jungle player also helps their teammates by surprising the enemy to secure eliminations. Some examples of jungle champions would be Warwick or Evelynn. Now, mid is less lonely than top or jungle, and they are in the middle of the map and are able to help support the other lanes. However, this also leaves them more open to surprise attacks because of all the different angles, and some champions for this role include Ahri and Valkaz. Unlike the other roles, the bot lane, or bottom lane, is a 2v2 instead of 1v1. These two roles are the attack damage carry, or ADC, and their support. ADC's primary goal is to deal damage, and they are immensely powerful in the late game and need to manage their gold from objectives or player eliminations to get their items. Popular champions in this role include Jinx and Ezreal. Finally, last but not least, is the support role. The support role is in the bottom lane alongside the ADC, and the goal of the support is to help the team secure elimination, scout and clear objectives of enemy wards, and to buff their allies' abilities. Some champions in this role include Rakan and Seraphine, the latter of whom my channel is based around. Some of the earliest videos on my channel were in fact League of Legends videos. Now that the explanation of the mechanics for League of Legends is out of the way, let's get into the meat of said video. What made League of Legends so popular? The first answer would be how easily accessible the game is. The game is free to play, meaning anyone can just download it onto their computer and start playing. Unlike other games, such as Call of Duty, which is more on the realistic end and does not always run well on lower-end computers, League runs pretty well on both high and low-end machines due to its low system requirements. The game also comes in a multitude of languages, including, but not limited to, Korean, Italian, German, and even Czech. Finally, a game does a dub in Czech. We get ignored to the point some people think it's still Czechoslovakia.
Písně mají i města. Zaun a Piltover spolu zpívají okouzlující duet.
As of 2025, League of Legends has over 100 million players all over the world, and that number continues to grow. Another factor in League's immense success was the professional scene, which the developer Riot Games supported handsomely. The highest level when it comes to professional League of Legends is the World's Championships. For Worlds 2024, peak viewership was at 6.8 million people, with the prize pool for the winning team being 2.2 million. The most popular League of Legends player is 28-year-old Lee Seung-hyuk, known online as Faker, from South Korea. He has 5 World Championship wins under his belt, and Riot even released a special Ahri skin in his honor since he played her so often. However, the skin cost $500 US, which left a sour taste in many mouths. Faker doesn't even really use skins, he uses the default outfits. There are also other games set in the same universe as League, such as the card game Legends of Runeterra, as well as the role-playing games Legend of the Ruined King and Bandletale. These games, while they do have League characters in them, they do not require players to have any knowledge of the original game in order to enjoy them, and are great standalone experiences. Speaking of standalone experiences, another major factor in the popularity of League's story was the Netflix animated series Arcane, which debuted in 2021. The show follows the stories of 2 sisters, Violet and Jinx, as their world is shattered by conflict and technological advancements. The show was created in collaboration with Riot Games and the French animation studio Fortiche, costing $250 million to produce. The show was held in high regard by critics and fans alike, who praised Arcane for its beautiful animation, its world building and story, its music, and how well it adapted elements from League of Legends into the show. The opening title song, Enemy, sung by Imagine Dragons, has 1.6 billion streams on Spotify alone. Enemy and Arcane are not the only success that League has had in the music scene. In 2018, Riot Games dipped their toes into the world of K-pop and created KDA, a virtual girl band consisting of Ahri, Akali, Evelynn, and Kaisa, all characters from League but given more pop diva makeovers. The girls were voiced at the time by up-and-coming music stars in both the Korean and English music scenes. The music video for Pop Stars was incredibly well received and now sits at a staggering 621 million views. Another virtual boy band that was created was Heartsteel. A rap group called True Damage was also announced, and a heavy metal band called Pentakill is also on Riot's music catalog. These other groups did not get the same numbers KDA did. The music was still catchy and pretty well received by fans. The final point is more of a personal nitpick, but I believe another reason that League did very well is how good the art direction of the game is. One of my favorite pieces from the game is Spirit Blossom Cassiopeia. It's so well made and looks very majestic, and some of my other favorite artworks of mine include Dumplin' Darlin' Seraphine, as well as the original and redeemed Star Guardian artwork for Rakan and Xayah. Throughout League's 15-year existence, Riot Games has managed to expand the universe of the game in multiple ways with various degrees of success. From television to music to books, games, and more, Riot didn't just stand still when League of Legends started to take off. They took the initiative to expand on the stories and the professional scene and all of the things that players fell in love with about the game and the community, creating a cultural icon out of nowhere during the 2010s. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more of my content, then please subscribe to Sweet Histortea, a channel full of random facts, lots of sparkles, and tons more videos to come in the future. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!
There's a part of myself I'm missing. to